pick his own spot, as you see from what you see on the video.
Yeah.
And my sister's actually doing a video on her channel, Natalie Grace. Check out her channel in below in the description.
Hey guys, me Natalie. Today
We smother them by degrees of separation.
Page been off for the page, been off my game. No, I don't need advice. Don't cut out.
Yeah, go ahead, edit that on out real quick, like real smooth, like.
Look, that's a request right there.
And we don't do requests.
Gonna cut
Yeah,
that out.
Indiebox.
Look, you like gonna cut that out.
Like you was up in the street. Yeah,
Just gonna cut it out.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that.
Look, you ain't gonna cut it out. Cut it out, period.
I wish I was in a little spin jacket, just spun around.
That's exactly why you're not in the spin check. That's exactly why. Gotta have some type of rules and regulation right here. That's exactly why you're not in the spin check. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to spin around.
Yeah, trying to get that executive on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, hit it. About that boy, it's.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think how to kick it. I think from last time we spoke, I was thinking the multiple things you guys do, like creative wise, right? I know I'm trying to say.
Well, don't say it then,
Right.
Craig.
I'm not right. No, I'm trying to. No, but just the multiple things, right? Because it's more than just music, right?
Yeah.
Like with all this consistent. As far as like,
Well, this movement here consists of a lot of things. It involves graphic arts. It involves, just a lot of a multitude of things.
because everything's in house, right?
Everything is in house for the most part.
You know, we record in different places. You know, so
Yeah.
we have a few choices that we choose from.
A few sources.
but
That's how it should be.
yeah. So, but you know, we everybody that we deal with does their own specific thing for what they do and can pretty much
Bring
attend
to
our
the table.
needs.
Yeah, bring to the table.
Yeah. And so like when I link up with people, right, I treat everybody like an independent contractor, something like that. So how you guys run like everybody's their own entity, but we just come together like Voltron. Remember that?
Form that.
Yeah, like Power Rangers.
League,
Yeah, more like that.
You went back on that one.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah,
Pretty much it is. Just giving people the space and the creative ground to do kind of what it is they do, and if it mixes and gels well with what we got going, we down to work. We open to work with anybody, and it all goes towards one common goal.
Right. And which is
Producing good stuff, producing good music, producing good art, producing just whatever it is you produce.
Yeah, because for me, man, it's like I don't want to be like everybody else.
Yeah,
you
right.
want to have a different sound, and a lot of people, for me, they're like, "Well, you don't know this artist, you don't know that artist."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I don't know these artists because I don't want to sound like nobody else.
right.
I want to have my own sound, my own style." So, but when you listen to music, it's like everybody sound like the rappers before or the artists before. So
Everybody's
it's like,
influenced by somebody.
yeah, influenced by someone. So I'm influenced by.
I think everybody is influenced by everybody.
Yeah,
when
correct.
it comes to that music thing. Like I said, you get listening to the music, you listen to the radio, you ride down the street, you hear your favorite song, you getting into it. But then that next track come on,
Yeah.
it's almost sounds just like what I was listening to just
Right.
like
See, it's
15
one
seconds.
artist though that really catch my attention.
Okay.
Moray. I don't know if you already.
No.
Moray, he's from North Carolina, but he got a song called Quicksand. You ever heard that song? But He's a pretty good artist.
Nice
right?
up and coming artist. You know.
Yeah, you heard him more.
Yeah, nice up and coming artist. He got a good vibe, a good sound going on with his thing.
I love
Kind of caught wind of him on Tidal.
Okay.
Just playing around and just
So
scrolling.
I ain't even
through
on
some
title
things.
like that. I ain't even on title like that.
Yeah, good different creative vibe going on with that brother. So
Oh yeah, I like it.
yeah, I like what he bringing to the table.
Okay. It's like the same. I guess in the same like
Generic.
genre as you guys are not genre or context of what you guys do.
No,
Or
it's
a little bit more.
yeah, he's a little bit more out there. But for me, I always look at the person deeper than just the
And
words.
what that word is.
But
Yeah.
to me, I can sense a spiritual background that he's been brought up in. So
Okay.
he's not unfamiliar with
Yeah, correct.
You
the
can hear
spiritual
it.
side.
And you can hear it in a couple of his songs. Like the first song that I caught wind of from you could kind of tell he had some kind of a spiritual background with the track and with the message that he was putting out with the song. So yeah, that's like a lot of days, a lot of times, a lot of rappers will get out and music is pretty much what the society puts out.
Correct.
It's like the drugs, it's like the guns, it's like the cars, it's like the women, and anybody that comes out now is those same four aspects of the thing. So
Yeah, I mean, got because I'm about to drop my Dope Boy album. You know what I'm saying? Next month.
Yeah, man. So what's up with that, man? Like, yeah, man. I want to ask a question. I know it's your podcast, but yeah, man.
Trapping out of Squirrel Baby's play kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
trapping down the Squirrel Baby's little kitchen.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh, it's gonna be a hot one to your boy on there talking about how
Right.
trapping out the squirrel house.
Literally.
We slanging squirrels for the low.
Literally
Slanging
mud
squirrels
pies.
for the low.
Like mud pies, legit mud pies, right?
That's great. That's great. But yeah, man. So I appreciate what you're doing, though.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of your music.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those things like, I don't know, man. I've been doing it I've been doing this a long time, right? So at this point, like, it's always been me just creating. So it wasn't like, I started rapping, it was my voice, right?
Yes, sir.
Like I never really thought of I never really labeled what I did. I just did it.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I can do multiple things. Because in my world, there is no genre. It's just like this is what I feel like. This is what I want to do. This is what I did a whole project that was dedicated to the uplifting of black women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so I just do stuff. You know.
And that's more so me. Project The Calm Before the Storm, we was touching on the last little podcast we did with you. That was just a spur of the moment type thing.
He said little podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all heard him. He said little podcast.
Let me rephrase it. Humongous, huge, gigantic, bigger than life podcast that that we were part
Sidebar.
of.
Me and my wife did a podcast. I would do a podcast. I don't know what we did or do right now. Just it's up in the air. But anyway, if we were on the podcast, one of the episodes, I was like, yeah, my many fans. She's like, many fans? So how many fans? I said many of them. Like, it's a bunch of fans. Like, can you show me on paper? I can show you, but there's a bunch of them. Like, right? Like, there's a bunch of viewers.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I can show you on paper. Or show you on the algorithm and all that, but I can, it's a bunch of them out there.
It's always that
It's a
question.
bunch.
And look, right?
And it is a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of y'all out there. Ain't a little. There's a bunch of y'all.
It's literally
let's
a bunch of them out there.
Just modify it.
Like,
Right. There's a bunch of y'all.
We came up in here today. We had to literally fight people off with sticks
Right.
and stuff because they was literally lined up
We
outside
lined
in
up.
front
Yeah,
of
we
the door
packed. We packed out
just
here.
to get up in here. So
I'm telling people stay back. No, we packed. We
yeah,
packed
I
out here.
came up to here flying like a bat out of just honking the horn just because they weren't trying to let me in. But I'm like, I'm getting in here, so
Right?
you know how we do.
Them
Oh,
schedule,
man.
right?
Hey.
But yeah,
Millions.
Only the brothers in Christ, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm kicking up in the room. 'Cause I'm getting in.
There you go. There
Oh,
you go.
man. Yes, sir.
Now back to the project.
But yeah, it's called Come Before the Storm, man. Like I said, with the creative side of the thing, it was just a couple of bodies of tracks that that turned into something big.
Yeah.
And that just all just comes from me listening and just meditating and feeling the music. And one song led to the other one, and one song led to the other. So I can kind of branch out and get other people on this thing. So I reached out to my boy AR, of course. I reached out to a guy named Taylor Cook, who was a different flavor for the whole thing, because that's what you're looking for with music. It was a couple of people, David. We reached out to a couple of people on this thing and just kind of gelled it all together. And Frazier boy. Well, Frazier went on that project, particular project. No, I don't think
he was on. She Said, was it?
Nah, he went on that particular project. But She Said wasn't on.
That's right. Yeah.
But he was on that song. Shout out to Frazier. And it blossomed into a whole body of just something. It's just a great project. Hadn't put it out yet, but.
You know how long ago that been?
How long that been?
It's been some years.
You're talking about 10 plus.
It's been some years.
Time out.
But no, not time out, because when the creative is you want people to hear it the way it's intended on being heard. So I'll sit on it for another 10 years if it don't get done like I want it to.
See, but the thing is, for me, it's like when you have a finished product, right?
It's not finished.
As far as the song wise, you got all the songs completed. Everything laid. So that's your foundation. So basically, why not take the songs that you already have and the other small missing links that somebody who's on a higher level that can generate these people for you can put those people in place. All you need to do is put the songs out there to where they can have something to listen to, and then they can visualize it and put it in play for you.
Well, that's just
$1 million project.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's come down like you want the totality of it, right?
Of it to be.
You want to be
complete,
visual and audio, like that's completed.
And if we could get it to where somebody would want to drop visuals behind it, I would love to do that. Like kind of put it out in installment while the other stuff is being worked on. We could just kind of drop it as a little mini series type thing.
And that's what Old Boy gonna do for us. I told him about it.
Well, Old Boy, wherever you are, we need to talk to you about that. Because Shad is hot. I know the way he talks about your visuals. I know he'll probably bring some life to it and add some conclusion to this masterpiece. So I'd love to talk to him. If you want to set it up for him, I'll set it up with him. I'd love to sit down and talk to him.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's feeling like wrestling now. You remember how they come on
Tag
camera?
team.
Yeah, they come on camera and start calling people out. If you can do it, it's gonna go down. No,
right here, right now. You come on, holler at me.
You can do it.
Now that leads me to that actually sparked the question. In today's world, right? Do y'all think it's more important? Is the message more important, or is the vibe more important?
If you're asking me, nowadays it ain't about the message.
Okay.
It's about the vibe. If the beat catches, because when somebody's in the club or sitting like that, they ain't hearing the words. They just jamming to the beat, and they got their drink in their hand, they got their smoke, and they vibing out. They don't care about no words. They just, cause what are people saying these days? Like, I can't understand what half of these people be saying that. Like, I'm just to the radio, like, what do you just say?
Yeah. And with some of the music, it is more about, like you said, the vibe. When you ride down the street and playing music, or you playing the music anyway, half the time you're not listening to the words. So it ain't like with the 80s and 90s. It ain't like
more the message.
Those were like rappers that just pretty much saying something, and a lot of them were shoot 'em up, bang bang, selling. But it was still done with a message behind it. Nowadays music want to get a little too over the top and a little too just out there, and you can only rap about
so much
one topic and switch it up so many times before it starts to be like,
I think I heard one of the elders say, which made it great, which I found, you just made a point, right? Pretty much, it's like he responds to it as like a frequency, and yeah, everything's vibrating on lower frequency, but most of us won't understand that frequency because we're not connected to that frequency. So far as like it's like a language, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how when we were coming up, they had like we spoke slang. Our parents didn't understand it, right?
No, they
So I think of it more like that. Like it's just another vernacular, right? Another shorthand that's out there that we're just not connected to. I tell you the story. Like I was wearing one of the local merchants logo on my T-shirt, right? And I usually think I'm pretty like in sync with what's going on, right? I pretty much keep up with the the slang, the vernacular, whatever the case may be. And I'm ordering my food, and they had to bring me out fresh fries, and I'm sitting and waiting. This kid comes out, brings my fries out. He sees the T-shirt. He's like, no cap, da 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 da. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I finally found out what no cap.
I was like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, da da da. He just keep going on, and I'm looking at Facebook. I'm thinking that he's complimenting, and he's saying, no, that's cool that you have the shirt on. You represent that.
Yeah.
But he's talking. What are you saying? And they keep on. I'm in my car. I'm sweating because it's hot out there.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing. And so the adult me came out. The father me came out. Sir, don't you have a job to go do? Don't you need to get back to work? So I don't know what you, sir. I don't understand what you're talking about. You need to get. Where's your manager? You need to get back to work.
Really?
Vocabulary.
I'm waiting on my food. You see I'm sweating out here.
English, please.
I understand you like the shirt, but sir, you need to get back to work because he was so happy to see the shirt. Like, and I'm always happy to see. Like, I love seeing vendors and local vendors and merchants and artists stuff with people. But I was just lost. I was lost in the conversation, and no fault to him. But I was like, sir, that's what. And I told my wife, I said, this is when I realized that no, I'm not there anymore.
Right? Yeah, we.
But I was sweating. He just talking. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You ain't got a clue as to what he going on about.
I don't know where he going, but I just knew he was happy.
Yeah. Long as he was happy.
Yeah,
Long as he was happy.
because he younger guy, man. I'm saying that language, boy.
Yeah.
I DoorDash about 2 months ago, and this guy was trying to find where I would find my location, and when he found me, he was like, bruh. And he was like, no cap. Like, I'm like, no cap. I'm like, he said, I had a hard time, like, trying to find it, but he was like, I was just really right here, no cap. I'm like, okay, no cap. Yeah. I don't understand that.
You need a hat or something? What you talking about?
But I just found out what that means, though.
Yeah.
Recently, to my understanding of what they told me, no cap means like for real.
Okay.
When they say for real, like when everybody, bro, no cap,
Yeah.
it's like for real.
I get it.
Okay,
I get it.
But I just found that out.
And that was you saying.
Yeah. Right. Now we ain't got to like, so that's the older kids, right? So even like my oldest, she's 12, and she gets to talk. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, what is this?
Break it down for daddy. You know, let me know what you saying so I can stay
The
with
guy
you.
let me know, no sir, we gone from there now. Because usually you'll keep up with the slang, you'll stay indulged in it, or you stay embarked in it. But no, I'm lost now.
Yeah,
I swear y'all sweating so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
What you talking
We don't do that language no more.
flustered.
Yeah,
I left. He gave my food, and I left mad.
I don't even want to eat this no more.
I don't want this.
let me get my money back, please.
And I'm pretty sure he was saying some amazing things, but I was just like, sir, I'm mad now. I'm flustered. I'm sweating.
No, I'm saying
I'm
I
hot.
can't do this. I can't do this. Look, I don't even want to be a Big Mac no more, man. I be back in the bag.
It was humid outside. I was like, man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go. I think I went home just with the bed. That's how flustered I was.
You can just spoil my day
That
and my
that's what I'm
appetite.
saying. Messed up my appetite.
All because he tried to congratulate me on supporting the brand. I don't got mad at him.
Look, sir, is this brand that you supporting, was this your brand? I mean,
I think he was like either
He was showing you love, man.
Yeah. Either he was related to him or something of that nature. But I know I was lost. I was like, sir, he was just happy. I was like, sir,
I'm saying I'm gone.
look, grown man, sir, you got a job to do. You need to get to work.
Really?
Like, I'm gonna call your manager. You need to get Look, Danny came out. I'm gonna call your manager.
I'm gonna call you
Man,
better.
give me my fries so I can go. I was so lost. I was so
Oh,
lost.
God.
Oh my good googly
But
movie.
you know, man, today's world and generation, like I said, you just see all these new people coming up and
Yeah.
the things that they do say, like, you know, Deshaun and Xavier, like I never heard of grams.
Uh-huh.
When they speak of grandma,
Yeah.
like grams, like
Grams.
huh? What?
You think they really talking about grams?
I know, right? Like grams, like huh? Like what? Grams.
Y'all moving what?
I'm like, what?
She picked up what? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, it really ain't that new though. It's just like I think now we're in, like for many of us, we're in the part of life where everything's a pattern. Because we've seen it before, it just got renamed and rebranded.
Right,
but it's the same thing over
Same
and over.
thing,
Like
over
that's
and
the
over.
trick, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To make you believe that this is something new. Each generation make the kids believe, you're doing something new, but you're not doing nothing new.
Right.
It's just got rebranded, renamed.
Exactly.
That's it. Now y'all may be taking it to the extreme,
Right.
or not using enough, or whatever the case may be. But it's not new. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what get lost too. I think that's what flusters a lot of the. I think like I'm gonna say adults. I ain't gonna say older or younger. I think that's what flusters a lot of people, a lot of adults, is that everybody thinks people doing something new, but they're not.
Right, yeah.
Like, it just got renamed.
Like they
and
say, you ain't
Rebranded.
doing, you ain't doing nothing new that ain't never been done under the sun.
Then
It's just like growing up. When we was coming up listening to music, or with your parents coming up listening to music, they'll be like, "What would you end up playing?
Yep.
Turn that." But then you listen to some stuff that they used to listen to back then the same day, and pretty much, okay, what I just heard was the same thing that I was just saying,
It's just in a
but they were
different
just
format.
saying it they were just saying it in a different way.
Yeah.
So I mean, y'all
Look.
music, their music wasn't no better than ours, and
Look.
just like I'm pretty sure our music ain't no better than the next generation music. You know
Let me
that's
tell you
gonna come
something.
out.
You remember your parents may play this. They get to playing the blues.
Yeah.
I want to lick you up. Come on.
And
Look,
that's exactly what I was getting at.
Look, now they're trying. All right, y'all, all the kids need to go over there now. Now
Yeah.
we got to leave.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, man, come
like
on,
the
man.
song Candy Liquor.
Oh man.
Okay, and
He's-
then we'll be listening
Yeah,
to something
he's
that
rap
that
with
I
the
want
bad
to
one.
Yeah.
I want to lick your, you know.
Uh-huh.
But you don't want to hear that, but you want to hear whatever dude is over here talking about he want to be your candy.
Yeah,
liquor.
yeah.
He ain't talking about licking no butterscotch, no peppermint. He ain't talking about none of that. He don't want to lick none of that.
Oh god, man, bless you.
But that's it though, man. Like it's the same thing, you know. It's just they're saying it in a new way.
In a new way.
Mhm.
And this generation gonna be a little bit more vocal about it. Instead of being the candy liquor, he want to be your pea liquor.
Yep.
Hey, dude.
That's what he wanted. Look, he putting that out on Front Street. I don't want to lick the candy. I want to lick.
Oh lord.
My mom would be like, Eugene, what y'all talking about? I know, Mom. I know.
Mom, look, Mama, I know too.
I know. I'm sorry.
We just keeping it real.
Yeah,
Keep it
Okay.
real. Right here on Indiebox.
Gotta keep it down.
Yes sir, yes sir.
But that's what it is though, man. Like, and that's why I asked like about the vibe and the message, because I don't think neither one of them are like a good or bad thing. I don't think that's the thing. I think
Yeah, ain't no right or wrong.
I think more so people are saying there's not much balance, but you can't get mad at that before the simple fact that you're taking kids who didn't have nothing, right, and now they got something, and this is the blueprint to get this.
To get that.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at that. Then you want to be like, we want to be like, hey, well, why don't you do this? Well, and I mainly see this when, especially like as believers, we're like, well, come over here, but we don't have nothing for them, right? We say, come over here, but we don't want to pay nobody to come and perform.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We don't-
Hey, but you know, we just go about the means that we have. You know, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we follow that path until we are able to do that.
To get it,
Yeah.
compensate somebody. For coming
Yeah,
out
but
and performing.
you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like overall, right? I think it's not necessarily about how was explaining it, because I had someone, because I got away from this. So that's what I'm saying. I got away from this. So at some point it becomes ones and zeros. You know what I'm saying? Because of the relationship with people, or whatever the case may be, right? Someone had to remind me, like, hey, man, this is still something I do that provides for my family, right? So once they broke it down to me, I was like, okay, it's not just 1-0, not just use relation, but you got also. Then I had two other elders who were mentoring me, came behind me and said, hey, man, he's correct. You gotta take care of them. Like, they're not just doing it. They're not just handing it over to you because you're doing something with it, right? So to have them reconfirm, to have them tell me, no, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the bottom line. like to have someone to say, or have individuals say, like, no, you're wrong, you need to correct this, right? So you can't get mad at the fact that there's no one correcting people.
Correct.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it works, but at some point we got to put a little, put morality back into it, right? Excuse me, and put a little more thought into it. So not be able to come and say, I think it's more, at least be able to offer something. And this is just me speaking from being corrected. At least be able to offer something. You may not be able to meet that price, right? But be able to offer something. It's like you showing up, dropping food. I'll be like, well, I ain't got that for you.
Right.
You know, so but you came out with your beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, as believe, I think we probably don't forget about the business portion of, like, we still got to take care of people, right? Like, because we want to do right by one another.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Building that good relationship, keeping it at a balance level. Yeah, so that makes sense.
And then that just shows, like, hey, I really do respect what you do because I want to give you something for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Same way I did JR. You know, I was just like, bro, you know, he didn't have a set price, or he didn't have anything particular that he was seeking.
Yeah,
but you know, just out of love, bro, this is what I got for you, bro.
Correct.
All right. He like, yeah, that's great. And he said, I'm good. Yeah. So it's just like that little small gesture right there went a long way. So now it's like we had that mutual friendship between each other that if we need something from him, he's willing to do it, or if he vice versa, we'll be there for each other. So shout out JR Fresh in the Gap Store.
Because now, look, now you can do it off the strength, right? Now we can show that use your face card now, right? Because then it'd be like when I start coming here, like they were, I like to refer to it as mercy and grace. I had people give me mercy and grace, so I try to always extend that same mercy and grace to those, whether they do right by me or don't do right by me. I still try to extend that mercy and grace. I go back to the parable I live by is the master. Remember the master who owed another master? Yeah. And he's like, well, you know, don't worry about you good here. This is me paraphrasing. Don't go anywhere and try to quote me. Don't do that because I'm not gonna care. So then he said, well, don't worry about you good. Go about your business. So then when that master had someone that owed him, remember, he beat him up. Mm-hmm. He said, well, you're going to pay me what you owe me. Beat him up. Then he got back to the master that he owed. And he's like, then remember they got him and beat him up and threw him and took it. So I try to live by that because someone showed me the same mercy and grace throughout my life, where I'm able to now extend that same mercy and grace. And no matter what the case is, I try to always extend that same mercy and grace.
But yeah, that is something I can't quote the actual verse.
We're making the verses,
yeah. So, but yeah, it was a situation just like that in the Bible where, you know, God showed favor to, because okay, he owed this person some money, but this guy showed favor to him and said, hey, don't worry about it, you're good. But he went back that somebody owed him, but he didn't show that same mercy. And it's like now, God looks at it like, why should I show you mercy? Because now you in the jam, so I'm not gonna have mercy on you. You know, so it's just like, it's about meeting somebody where they at and understanding the situation. Because most the people in the world don't really too flip about you. Don't care nothing about what you owe me.
Who said I'm gonna?
Amen me up.
Amen. But hey, you keeping it real though. You keeping it real though.
I'm one of them. Though.
You keeping it real though.
No.
You're very direct. You're very direct with it. That's all right though. Cause look, we can't be nobody but step who we are.
I'm trying to be nobody I'm not.
Exactly.
And why?
I'm trying to be nobody I'm not.
And why?
No,
It ain't gonna get you to that level that they on.
It ain't gonna get you nowhere. And then I'm gonna be miserable somewhere.
Nowhere fair.
But that, that leads into so you guys think how important for as individuals and as a group, right? How important is it to you? How important is it to you? I'm trying to say that right. How important is it to you to be yourself?
Very, very important. I mean,
especially like now.
Yeah,
right.
Going around trying to be somebody else.
Because
not going to advance your progression or advance you into who you're supposed to be, because you're busy trying to imitate and emulate something else or somebody else's movement. So very important, always stay centered in being who you are.
Because when you really look at it, how far can you carry that? Like how far can you keep going on with the same made up have to a person, because eventually somebody's gonna see. It's just like I see all these people on Facebook, bro. I mean, I see all these people on Facebook with these watches, they in front of your car, but when you see them, it's like, man, like, okay, what happened to this? Or I thought you like totally different person.
I feel myself.
Really?
Two different people. Like on Facebook, boy, you got wild some money in your pocket, the jewelry, the fresh clothes. See what they really did.
What they did?
They didn't crop it themselves with the body.
Yeah.
And it made give it the image.
You look.
They didn't crop it themselves.
You looking like I need to do a better job at cropping myself. That's how you look at me. You look like I need to do a better job. My brother picking up on it. Now you looking at me.
That's all they do. It's like when you see them in person, like this ain't what I seen on Facebook, bro. Like you gonna be
what I seen.
That ain't what I seen. Like who is this person?
And on Facebook, I saw you had the 2022 Maybach. You still rolling 1999 maybe.
I mean, the car all beat up, and smoke coming out the tailpipe, but I'm trying to tell you, boy.
But Dick Gregory said something in his interview where he gave an example just like that to round it on a circle on that, right? But he gave examples like said when people pull up in like their Mercedes, their luxury vehicle, so Lexus, whatever the case may be, and then they look at someone in a Honda, 2002 Honda, and then so they look at the person in the Honda like they supposed to have a Mercedes Benz like them or one Mercedes Benz like them, right? So they look down on them, and so Dick Gregory said like, "Wow, you look down on me?" Just because. Then he made the point like none of that even matters. At the end of the day, that don't even matter as long as I'm happy in what I'm in. I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
Doing
right?
what I'm doing.
Yeah. So that's why I mean a lot of times like I don't look like my resume, right? I don't look like my credentials. So if you read either one of my resumes, IT, musical, all one of them. I don't come off like how I should come off with what my resume looks like, all my accolades and all that stuff. But I do that intentionally so that people always treat me how they really want to treat me.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about all the trying to impress someone. I ain't trying to do all that. Right? Like I really dress down and out. You don't see me with some
like me for who I am and what I am.
Yeah, you like me like you see me with some dirty chucks, with my jeans on, my hat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a t-shirt or with a horror t-shirt on. You're going to treat me accordingly.
Right, exactly.
When we out in public. Then when you see me like
way.
this, you can be like, oh, he do got something going on. Like, but no, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy because I want you to treat me correctly. And that's how you want to treat me. That's how you treat me cool. We know where we stand at. So yeah, I think as far as like knowing who you are, like that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest thing, especially like when it comes to like MCing, right? And performing and touring, like you gotta know who you are because you get like in these different circles, and then you'll find yourself trying to imitate what's on stage, because then you're like, oh, they like that. Let me start doing that. So now you're trying to cater your set to perform differently from how you usually would. I will always tell GT Money, like, man, I don't care who in the crowd, I don't care what they do before. It's like this is how we run. We run like this. This is how we practice. So we're gonna practice we're gonna practice the same thing. We're gonna do what we've been practicing. We're not gonna switch it up because it's gonna kill you every time. When you try to be somebody else, you know, whatever the case may be, man. Like, you know, you always want to be yourself no matter what. Plus, I don't know how to be nobody else anyway.
Can't be nobody else.
Be yourself at all times.
Can't be nobody else but yourself.
Nobody can say you faking the funk or you pump faking. So
I mean, people
try to be real with it.
You know, people gonna say stuff anyway. They're gonna talk about you regardless.
Yeah, regardless. So I mean, to me, Miss Crab always say it's like whether you talk about me or not, I'm still blessed. So you talking about me ain't gonna stop my blessing or my movement. So they really just gonna motivate.
Yeah. Correct.
To go harder, because you notice me to hate on me. You're gonna really notice me to hate on me when I'm where I need to be.
So even like my homie Canton Jones, man, he made a song called Hater Today. So basically in that song he was just basically talking about I'm gonna invite my hater to my house today. I'm gonna feed him today. I'm gonna take you to the basketball court. I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna loan you some money. But hey, hate on me all you want, but hey, I can do this for you. I'm still do that for you. I'm still bring you to my house. I'm still introduce you to my kid.
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter because hey, you hating on me, let me know that I'm doing something right.
It's all right.
So yeah, you keep on hating, and I'm gonna just keep on giving back.
Essentially, that's the doing good, like hot coals over the head. You know what I'm saying? Building sense.
Yes, sir.
I know scriptures.
Amen.
I know
Amen,
scriptures.
brother. But yeah, man. So yeah, we good, man. You know, so you know, we just like I said, we just stayed working, still trying to get it out.
He run the show. He run the show. That's who run the show, y'all.
He running the show. Yeah. He running
This
the show.
man right here.
He doing lead ins.
He trying to take over.
Yeah, he trying to take over. Got
He
that,
trying to
like my
take
wife said, got that takeover spirit.
Oh man. Only at Indiebox.
got that takeover spirit.
Only at Indiebox.
Oh, so
right here.
So you guys will be doing a show here at the venue next month, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's
The
that date? What's the
26th
information?
of September is going to be the last Sunday in September. The event is going to be, the event is entitled A Night of Gospel, and it features a host of great artists, great talents some from, the area and some from outside the area. So we encourage everyone. Please come out and support the event. You'll have a great time. It starts at 7 o'clock and it ends at 9:30. So come on out and show some love. We got tickets that will be available starting next week, middle part of next week maybe, for $10. And the event will be professionally recorded, publicized for all to see. You don't catch it in person. It'll be on social media. So you can catch it online. But it's gonna be a great event. We got a lot of great things lined up. We got a great setup that's gonna be good. We got a lot of great people that will be involved with this event. So again, A Night of Gospel, hosted by Sean Butler Walton, September 26, 2021. Mark that date on your calendars. It's gonna be something to talk about.
And I'm really excited, to see Merc P 31.
Merc P 31 gang.
She's really one of the ones that I'm really excited to see because there's a story behind that one. I was on Instagram.
He was on Instagram.
Working.
I was on
Instagram.
And I just happened to see my sister's page, and come to find out, Merc P was right there at my sister's church. I'm like, so I inbox. I'm like, you can tell her brother, Yeah. So, but yeah, she like, well, I didn't even know that was your sister. She's like, it's such a small world. She's like, I'm so excited that I got a chance to meet them. So, that's when we got to talking about, inviting her down to the show, and I was like, well, hey, look, we trying to do something together. And I would like for you to come. And she was like, well, hey, that's all fine and good. Just some of the details, we can make it happen. And it's just one song that she has called "Get It Back in Blood," or "Get Me Back in Blood," and that's one of the ones that I'm really, really excited to hear her do and perform right here at Vegas Studios. So I'm very excited to hear that and see that live and perform.
So again,
Merc P 31, y'all check her out.
26. Last Sunday in September, there will be a movement going down and taking place in the one and only Vegas Studios. So come on out, support, show some love, have a great time, catch some great performances from some great performers, and let's make it do what it do, people. Come on, September 26th.
Yeah, shout out
Night of
Julia
Gospel.
Craft for
Julia Craft for the wonderful decorations she will be providing, an excellent experience. Make sure you check her out. It's gonna be something to talk about. People don't miss this train.
And that's me, Indieboxkart.Media, for creators by creators. That was good, man.
That was great.
Happy, I'll do it for you. Yeah, I'll do it for you.